Hi, my name is Jim Pedersen, and I serve as president of the Northern California Conference. Joining me is Dr. Mark Woodson, our executive secretary, and Elder John Rasmussen, our conference treasurer. Whether you're viewing this at our 2016 midterm constituency session or online after this event, we want to thank you for your continued service, support, and prayers for the Lord's work here in Northern California. The Lord has been at work in our conference, and we give Him praise and glory for all that has been accomplished. We've been moving forward positively with our conference strategic plan, which involves all of us as Northern California Adventists in action. These past 2 years, we've continued working toward our 8 goals and incorporating many strategies centered on our motto, doing what matters for the kingdom. We want to be intentional about the work of God in our territory, and in the words of our vision statement, to be among the most productive, effective, and spiritually dynamic conferences in the North American division.
We also continue to remain focused on the 8 goals that are in our strategic plan. The first goal, core message, encouraged our members and communities to understand and communicate the everlasting gospel of Jesus Christ. Our second goal, leadership development, focused on our many pastors, teachers, and lay leaders in our territory. We want to be a conference that produces effective spiritual leaders. Our third goal, church growth, continues to cultivate a healthy ministry environment that grows Adventist Christian disciples.
Our fourth goal, educational excellence, has encouraged our schools to demonstrate academic excellence in teaching and learning that prepares our students for Christian service in this world and for heaven. Last school year, we had more than 2,700 students enrolled in our NCC preschools, schools, and academies. Our fifth goal, community outreach, has enlarged Adventist ministry involvement in our local communities through programs such as our Bridges Bay Area for Jesus outreach initiative.
Our sixth goal, United Mission, created a spirit of unity in our very diverse conference to accomplish the purposes of God's kingdom. Our seventh goal, youth involvement, fostered an atmosphere that helps young people understand and play a significant role in the church's mission. And our eighth goal, financial development, helped the other goals happen. My area in the conference focuses on providing sufficient resources so that we can support all aspects of the conference's priorities.
As we're coming toward the end of this multiple-year strategic plan, we'll continue to assess what's been accomplished and where we need to place our focus over the next several years. You'll be hearing more about this in the months ahead.
In the past 2 years, our conference membership has grown, and we're working hard on enlarging God's kingdom. There's no doubt that God has blessed us. By the end of 2015, our conference had grown to 40,404 members. This is a net increase of 417 over the end of 2014. We're now past the 40,000 plus membership milestone. This growth is a reflection of the 1,480 members who've joined our church through baptism or profession of faith in the last 2 years. We praise God for these precious individuals who have connected their lives to Christ and have joined our family. God's work is also expanding in our territory with the planting of new congregations. In the past 2 years, 6 new congregations have been organized. The American Canyon Philam Church was organized in September 2014. Sacramento Fijian Company, the first official Fijian congregation in the North American Division, was organized in our conference in January 2015. Then 2 more congregations were added in 2015. Weimar Campus Company in May, and Lincoln Amazing Grace Church in September. And this year, the North Highlands and San Leandro Spanish companies joined our sisterhood of congregations. We thank God for the many pastors, educators, staff, and members who help us enlarge God's kingdom.
There are also many blessings that became evident as we looked at the financial report for 2015. The tithe income for 2015 was over $38 million, almost $400,000 greater than in 2014 and over $800,000 greater than 2013. Income provided through trusts and wills retained by the conference was over $1.1 million for 2015, compared to $700,000 in 2014. The amount remaining in the conference consists of restricted and unrestricted matured trusts, which benefit the conference, our churches, and our schools. According to General Conference working policy, we invest some of the money that the conference retains. While the investments have not seen as high a return as in previous years due to the market, our investments are still doing well, and we continue to maintain strong reserves, which is extremely important in a conference of this size. We appreciate the faithfulness of members and others in returning tithe and giving offerings. Your faithfulness and money are making a difference in the Northern California Conference.
One of the areas where God has been at work is in the Bridges Bay Area for Jesus Outreach Initiative, begun as a cooperative effort between the Central and Northern California conferences. We're focusing our NCC attention on the city of Oakland, with strategies among our churches there to make a positive impact on their neighborhoods. One of the first big events was the Bridges to Health medical outreach held in both San Francisco and Oakland, sponsored by the Pacific Union ASI Ministry. That event led to the Pathways to Health movement across the North American division.
The Veg Hub Ministry is part of the Bridges vision, along with specific plans for revival and growth in our existing churches, as well as planting new congregations and ministries in the city. The enthusiasm is spreading throughout our churches in Oakland and catching hold in other places in our conference as well. This Bridges Outreach Initiative has already brought in new members, and as with other outreach opportunities happening across our conference, we are excited about each person who makes a decision for Christ.
God has blessed in many ways through the various ministries in our conference. We're grateful to Him for the growth and expansion of His work. And as the lyrics go in one of my favorite hymns, we continue to keep our focus on the hope that burns within our hearts, hope in the coming of the Lord.